I didn't realize I was this close to one of the towers for the high tension line. I didn't look behind me. There it is, just a few yards away, a little bit higher on the hillside still than where I am, of course. It's a long, curvy, steep descent. And out there in the opening is an inlet of the reservoir. Looks like there's a boat dock there. In fact, I think I can see a bunch of small boats parked there and cars beyond those. And this would be Alma Bridge Road over here. And now we're really over high tension wires, almost directly over them. Boy. One line over there going that way, and another line down here going that way. Some bicyclists coming down the Alma Bridge Road there, half a mile or more away from me. Wow, this is steep. I don't know if my brakes are going to hold. If anybody would try to ride up this steep hill. That's what my mountain bikes are for. Hi. Hey. A lot of runners over there. Look like high school girls. Maybe in a school cross-country team or something like that. And they keep on coming. Well, that was quite a workout for my hips and my knees coming down that steep ascent. I'm almost to the bottom, but not quite yet. A lot of activity on this country road. Now they give us an adequate warning. Actually, some bikers have been attacked on mountain bikes on some of these trails in the Santa Cruz Mountains. And I never heard of canine heat stroke before. It's too cool for that today anyway, but still. This is a boat launch ramp, although it looks like there's one on the other side too, which is the one I saw earlier. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Well, I'm standing behind this tree keep the sun from being in the lens. And it's a beautiful view here. But the water is much lower here. This is the top of the breast. Alma Bridge Road going over it. Car coming there. But the water is much lower than it appeared from a long distance, of course. Just across the road now from where I was behind the tree, this appears to be the end of the bike trail, as I was calling it earlier. Actually, this is probably really the Gatos Creek Trail, because apparently I was on Jones Trail before. I didn't expect it to come out on this end of the breast of the dam, but it slopes up here nicely, and it looks like we'll have shade almost the whole way down. Of course, it's pretty chilly today. It's been over 2 hours since I set out on the trail, and I doubt if I'm going to get back to the car before dark, but it should be a lot easier getting back than getting here, so I'm not worried about it. It's 50 degrees now, but it'll fall quickly in this shade. And only in California sight down there. Guy had nothing but his shorts and his shoes on in 50-degree weather on January 5th. My battery is 2/3 gone, so it probably will give out before I get to the car, but I had to show this picture of the tower there on the high-tension wires. That's where we were. Now we're getting back into the ravine. There's a bridge there over the Los Gatos Creek, where we should get a good view of the spillway from Lexington Reservoir. Well, of course, having observed that the water level was way down from the top of the breast of the dam, I should have realized no water would be coming over the spillway. The only water there is what's left over from the last rain. And the beginning of the creek is down there. We'll see it in a little bit. There beyond that fence is probably an old route of what is now Freeway 17. And down there are some pilings that might be where there used to be an even older route of it, or there could have been a railroad. Can't quite get the pilings in the picture now. I've gone too far behind these trees, but some kind of road, railroad, or otherwise, used to be there. Very at the bottom of the Los Gatos Creek Canyon. And of course, when the dam was not there, you could circle around into the hills there to the right. Get a good view of those abutments or girders that I was calling pilings. Obviously, there was a bridge there through the Los Gatos Creek Valley at some time. But the colors are so similar now that it's not sure whether I can't be sure that this is showing up on the screen, but I think it is. Very steep descent here. Now I'm right next to this pipeline which comes from the reservoir, surely. And there's a side pipeline there that I have no idea where it's coming from, but this one is huge. Although it seems almost dark to me here, the picture seems to be picking up the water 60 or 80 feet below me there quite well. Video cameras have a way of doing that. I wish I could just sit for a half hour. And looking on the other side of the trail, not quite as high above as the creek is below, is the freeway. I'm staggering. Well, I'm getting back to town. I think this is almost the point at which the trails diverged earlier. Yep. Back at the Forbes Mill Museum. And this steep incline, I was saying on the other direction, I wasn't looking forward to returning back up. And now that's what I'm doing.